Welcome back to Wise Coaches, where we learn from their leadership. Today we have John D. McLendon, a legend in his own right.
Social, moral, and legal issues still took a back seat to the burning passion that had originally brought John McLendon to the University of Kansas.
He set the stage for the kind of basketball that I coached just on a chance of walking through a gymnasium where there were about 30 or 40 kids and they had one ball. And he asked me to stop. I was following around. He said, let's look at this. I stopped on the sideline, looked at all these kids playing, and he said, what do you see? I said, a lot of kids playing ball. He said, watch them. I did. I said, well, everywhere the ball goes, they go. He said, that's where you're supposed to play basketball. A little more structure, a little more system, but when you have possession of the ball, that's where your offense begins. When you have the other team's got possession of the ball, that's where your defense begins. You're supposed to play basketball all over the floor.
If you're not familiar with John B. McLendon, he learned from Dr. Naismith, who invented the game of basketball. So here he's describing how you have to play the game. And this is how he started to win so many games, by using what Dr. Naismith told him. And he would really, press all over the floor and really play a high level, high intensity. And he played a style of basketball that's never seen before, up and down, in your face, and changed the game.
But he also learned from Dr. Naismith that there is more to the game of basketball than the one played on the floor.
He talked about it all the time. In fact, one of my jobs in his class was to get him off the subject of anatomy and have him talk about the game. But he didn't talk about X's and O's and structure of the game. He talked about mostly events that had happened in the game in the past. And also he talked about philosophy of the game, different games. And also he liked player-coach relationships. He could have written a book on psychology of coaching.
We can learn a lot from McLendon and Dr. Naismith. They're focused more on the human body, the philosophy, the psychology, the player-coach relationship, and the events, more than, X's and O's, like how to draw up a play and things of that nature. So it's more about thinking the game, similar to what Albert Einstein said, to where, you think about the problem way more than you think about the solution. So I think about how, these guys, with all the wisdom that they had, of pretty much the first one person starting the game and the other one innovating it, how they kind of approached it. And this is a unique perspective. So I hope, everyone takes this and uses it and implements it into their philosophy. And I would love to hear what you think about it. Love to hear what you think about them, and if you knew about McLendon and Dr. Naismith before today. So comment below and give us any feedback you have. Love to hear it.